Hello everyone and welcome you to Constech Academy. This lesson is brought to you by Master Moses Saturday. This is where we have stopped in our previous lesson. We will not work much on the image. We work on it when we start designing our learner database form, usual form. So today we want to work on the generator, base 7 generator. Now I want us to understand something, and what I want us to understand is that if you study the installation process of any software, anytime you are about to install a software, there's a location on which the software is stored, and normally it is stored in drive C. Yeah, the programmer who designed that software had coded and has coded a module or language that retrieve or that makes data to be stored in that location. We want to implement this in Excel, that in such a way that we can choose where we want to store our report sheet. There are two ways. Either you create a folder automatically by writing a module which will create a folder, and you write a module that will store that file in that folder. And the second way is by creating defining a module that will retrieve the location where you want that report to be stored. So we want to focus on that. So we want to design our generator, base 7 generator. So without wasting much time, let's get into it. Now this is what we want to do. So we will select from E to, we can expand it, or less E to K4, when you merge it. Okay, then we can give it a nice border. Let's go to more borders, then we'll choose this, or better still, go to outline and you click on it. That's looking nice. Now we'll draw a button. Okay, so for us to get a button, go to developer tab and you go to insert, and then you look for button. This is a button. You click on it and we will draw a button. Let's close it. We will define it later. Now we can adjust this a little bit so that it will be okay, and then we will right click and we go to, okay, we want to edit it, and the name you want to write over here, we want to write browse folder. That is good, but let's reduce the size to fit this. Let's bring it closer. Okay, you can come to property, Okay, so let's close the property window. We can format the font. Okay, we can format it. Okay, I mean, let's give it a bold color. I mean the text. Okay, okay, that's good. Now the other thing we need to do is to put the home over here, the home. So when you click on this, it will send us to where we can pick that folder. Okay, to pick that folder. So let's right click on inside. You can edit it when you click inside. This is a button. Then you can go to assign micro. Then we will write a micro. The micro is get folder path. Get folder path. And then we select this workbook, not this work, the name of the workbook. And let's do it again. Right click and go to assign micro. And you select and you go to new. Okay, but before that you can name the folder. You can name it over here. The model is being created without a name. Okay, you can go to, you can name it over here. Now we are going to, first of all, in Excel, if you want to use a variable, you need to declare the variable. Okay, you need to declare the variable, and what we use to declare the value is called dim. A dim is a keyword used to declare a variable, and the dim stands for diminishing. So I want to declare a variable. I'm going to declare this variable, and the variable I'm going to declare it as a string. What is a string? In Excel, a string is a data type that is used to store and retrieve or manipulate textual data, and this textual data can be a word, a sentence, or a character. So if you want to use a word or character, you can declare it as what? A string. Okay, and you put it in what? Double inverted quotes. So you're going to declare you are going to declare get path. So get path as what? String. What's the action? The actions are here. So I'll say string, and it will pop up here, and I'll click on it and I say okay. So I'm declaring the get path as string. Now there's a object variable in Excel which enable us to pick up the location where you want the file to be stored. So we are going to use this command, which is with application dot, what is the action? File. We have file converters, we have file export. But what action you want to go? File dialog box. You want it to pick the file dialog box, and you open the bracket. What do you want to pick? You want to pick a SMOSO dialog folder picker. You want to pick a folder. Okay, you want to pick a folder, so you select it and then you close the bracket. Now write another condition, if dot show. If dot show, when the user doesn't select that this place, if the user doesn't select this place, it should prompt the user to select it. Okay, so if dot show is greater, so sorry, less or greater 0, then what should you do? It should tell you to get. Now you are going to use the variable you have declared. You have declared get variable. So what is the name of, what is the function of that variable you are declaring? You are declaring that it should what? It should pick the folder location where you want to store the exam report. So get path is equal to dot selected item. So dot selected item bracket close 1, then issue, and then and if. So we are using if, so it should end for end if. Now we are going to define the worksheet where you want it to pick it. So worksheets into brackets, what is the name of the worksheet? So you can either go to your Excel and copy the name of that worksheet. So Control A, I normally copy it so that I don't make a mistake. Control C to copy, and then after you do that, you come back to the Visual Basics, and then you bring the quotation, double quotation, you paste and you close it. So the worksheet that is going to pick that folder for us is called the base 7 report generator. And what is the range? So you close the bracket. What is the range? The range dot range. Now let's look at the range. If the range should be, it should be stored in this. So so it will be E5, okay, E5, E5. And that value should pick dot value, and that value should pick is what? It should give us the get path which we have declared. Then it should end with so let's save it. So let's take for instance, okay, so when you press here, so ensure that the dot value should be in the same line. If not, it will give you what? An error. So let's try to work on the, let's press on it. So when you click here, it will bring out the dialog box where you want to store the report sheet. It will put its names over here. Okay, that is perfect. That is perfect. That is perfect. So now we can bold it and increase it. You can reduce the size depending on your choice. Okay, I hope let me go back to the coding aspect, so that first of all, anytime you want to use a variable in Excel, you need to define the variable. So we are defining somebody can deem the A as string. So the A as strings. So if you are deem A as string, mean here you use what? A. So if I declare here as A, I'll use A here. Okay. At the end of the day, we will achieve the same purpose. Okay. So any variable you are using, you have to declare it. In that case, I am just declaring it as what? I declare it as a word, so that my anybody that want to use my file could to understand it. Okay, could understand it. So I'll bring it back. Okay, so you are diminishing the get path as strange. I've explained to you what strange is. A data type that is used to store and manipulate textual facts, such as it can be a word, a sentence, or a character. Now, after you are declared, we want there's an object orientation in Excel that enable us to pick up the folder, and this is what is called with application dot file dialog, MSO file dialog pick folder picker. Now we are declaring a condition that if dot show is greater than or less than 0, it means that if the user did not select the browse folder path, if it doesn't select the browse folder path, then it should enable him to select it. It should enable to select it. Then you should select it from what? On this sheet. Thank you very much. Let's go back to here. So here we'll just add we'll put the home. So let's go and copy the home. We can go to the set. Okay, home is here. Right click and copy. So copy and go back to so now we can assign it this one. We can assign it. Go to assign micro, and that micro is what? Get folder path, and we click on OK, so that when we click on it, no, we want it to, let's remove that. Actually, that is not what we want to achieve. We have to link it. We have to link it to go to the browse this folder. We want to link it to the base 7 generator itself. So give it a screen tip. Click to go to the basics 7 generator sheet. Click on OK. So that's what we want to achieve. So let's paste the home over here. Now there's one thing you need to do is to after the browse folder path is generated, we need to create a button. You can create a button, but in this case I want to use a shape. I'll use a shape, or you can use an image. Okay, Now I'll write the PDF so that when you click on it, it will enable us to generate the report in PDF. Okay, so choose the color you like. I'll prefer to do this color. Okay, we'll write a model for it later on, but before that, let's work on this. Let's hide the formula bar, hide the gradient, and then hide it. Now we want to also put, so that if the individual can't navigate, let's move it and put it here, so that when you click on, now we want to add one thing over here. So I'll bring the grid line again. What I want to write, I just want to write something here. Generate basics 7 reports. Then I'll increase it. So I can decide to merge it. Then I'll also put, let's go and copy the exam. Let's go to the setting sheet and go and copy this one. Copy it and paste it here. No, I'm not. It means we haven't copied it well. Go to the setting sheet, right click and click on copy. Now we'll go to the generator and we will paste it there. We can put it here. We can also go and put the settings over here so that you can easily navigate to the settings. Go to the settings. So go and copy the settings. Copy, and then go to the, you can easily come here and paste it here. For easy navigation. After you have done that, you can click here to hide the grid lines. You can hide it. You can hide it here. So when you are done with the exam sheet, you have finished entering your exam sheets, and there's every score. You just come to generate reports, and then you browse the location where you want the report to be saved, and then you just click on PDF. It will be stored in that folder path for you to go and view. Thank you very much. We'll stop over here.